Welcome to my channel, Nicole Two Eyes to See, God's No-Titled Servant. I have some information that everyone should pay attention to, as it could be life or death. Can you swim? Do you have a life vest? Should you go to bed and fall asleep when it's bad weather, or should you stay up?
Sometime in the night, I woke up to the sound of like water, and I thought, God, is it raining? And the next thing I know, oh no, I woke up, my bed was floating, my nightstand was floating. I got down off the bed and the water was above my head. And so I climbed back on the bed, and the water sucked me out through my kitchen, out through my back door. And the next thing I knew, I was floating, in the dark. I wear glasses and I couldn't really see. I saw my truck float by me and a couple other cars. And, I was looking for something to grab onto, and I found a tree and I held onto that, and the water kept rising. So I got up on a wall and I sat on the wall, and it kept rising. And, JC and I are having a conversation, God, I'm not ready for you. You're not ready for me. I don't want my mom to have to bury me. I have a lot of people here left to help. And I got swept down to another tree, and before I knew it, I was on that tree until the sun came up, and the fire department, the volunteer guys in Hunt, came and got me down. I was in my underwear and a t-shirt, and that's what I walked away with.
How did you survive?
Well, I swam for a bit. I got on a wall, then I got on a tree. I just got the bark out from under my nails. I got a little beat up, but, I just kept praying. I got through several decades of the novena. My mom would be proud. She's back in Dallas. My family didn't know where I was until Sunday. My people in Hunt, the pastor came and he sent somebody for me. And by the time the neighbors were yelling from the ceiling, just hang in there, you're doing great, the water's going to go down. And it did, went fast, and I just hang on to the tree until they come and got me down. And then I put some clothes on that they let me borrow from the church, and I got in a truck and started looking for...
How do we determine if our local state government will send out emergency alerts in a timely manner so people are prepared?
Records reviewed by NBC5 Investigates raise new questions about whether local officials could have used the nation's wireless emergency alert system to better warn people in the path of the flood. Along with our partners at NBC News, we scoured a FEMA archive of cell phone alerts sent through FEMA's Integrated Public Alert and Warning System, or IPAWS, a system many local counties, including Kerr County, are authorized to use to issue warnings to all cell phones in a designated area. It's the same system used to send Amber Alerts. The FEMA Message Archive shows as the water began rising in Kerr County on July 4th, the National Weather Service did send a flood warning to cell phones as early as 1:14 a.m. But Weather Service forecasters cannot issue instructions on whether to evacuate or wait for rescue. Those messages are up to county or city officials. And the FEMA archive shows Kerr County did not send any wireless alerts through IPAWS on the 4th when the flooding began. Some families say they did receive what's called a Code Red alert from Kerr County that's similar to an IPAWS message. But Code Red only reaches people who signed up for alerts.
Most of the people I talked to didn't even know what Code Red was.
Lewis and Leslie Kasurik shared a screenshot of the Kerr County Dispatch Code Red they received, saying major flooding continues. But the Kasuriks say that message didn't hit their phones until after 10 a.m. By then, one flood gauge in Kerr County shows the river had already risen about 30 feet. And the Kasuriks had taken this photo showing roads in their neighborhood were already cut off.
I'm mad because, like I told another lady, how many lives do we have to lose in order for them to fix the system? It's broken.
Kerr County has used the more wide-reaching IPAWS system to warn of flooding in the past. Last year, on July 23rd, the archive shows the county sent an IPAWS alert saying the Guadalupe River was expected to rise an additional 4 feet, telling people to avoid the river and move assets to higher ground immediately. So why no county IPAWS alert before the flood this time? NBC5 Investigates reached out to Kerr County Judge Rob Kelly and Emergency Management Coordinator William Thomas, but they did not immediately respond to questions. At a news conference last week, Kelly was asked why children's camps along the river were not evacuated.
I can't answer that. I don't know.
He said the county never expected water would rise so fast.
We didn't know this flood was coming. Rest assured, no one knew this kind of flood was coming.
Researchers who studied the iPause system tell us communities sometimes struggle to decide when to issue cell phone alerts, who should send those alerts, and what the messages should say. A struggle stemming in part, they say, from a lack of standardized nationwide policies.
There is no required training. There's no certification process currently within iPause.
Emergency alert researcher Jeanette Sutton explained it's up to each local government to write its own policies. She says that's created differences in how effectively the system is used in each community.
We need a lot.
I have come and warned for a few years about the floods that we are currently experiencing. We will have to make certain that we're not just looking at other states, but that we are learning from them so we are properly prepared. I see so many people on rooftops. America, the world, we're left with trying to understand and figure out why are we experiencing so many floods. Prepare your families. Prepare your families. Prepare your families, because flood is coming. We will have some states who will experience more devastation than others. But again, I'm sounding the alarm. Floods are coming. Make certain that you continue to pray in prayer and ask our Lord Yahweh to help you as you prepare best you can for the floods that are coming. We all continue to pray for Texas and keep them in our prayers. I pray that this video is a wake-up call. We cannot prepare totally for everything that is to come as it relates to the floods that many of us will experience, but we can prep as much as possible to ensure that certain things are in place so it would have less of an impact. That would be naturally and spiritually.